Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. This time we're looking at Beat the Parents. It's a family showdown that stakes have never been higher. Ooh. This is ages 6 and up, 2 to 6 players from Spin Master Games. This is the 2021 version. So let's see what we've got here. It doesn't look like it's very intense with the stuff inside, but we've got 200 cards, a game board, a sand timer, 2 player movers, 1 marker clip, 1 dry erase marker, 1 wager board, 1 cardboard stand, and instructions. So let's see what is awaiting us in this box. Of course, this is a choking hazard with small parts, so don't let little kids play. Alright, so here's our instructions. There's the setup. It's pretty straightforward. Final challenge, winning the game. This is really cheap paper, but it is in color, so I guess that's something. Alright, we've got a very glossy board here, which is generally not a good sign, because this is real cheap gloss. And it folds out like this, obviously. As usual, you'll want to check the seam. But we've got discard piles and card piles. We got our final challenge up here, challenges, and then your start. So, pretty simplistic board. Let's take a look at our components here. We got 2 decks of cards, we've got our movers and our clip, and we've got a really cheap piece of cardboard in here. Alright, so this looks like our timer and our board. Let's get this open. That did nothing. That was worthless. Alright, bit difficult to open, but let's get that out of the way. It says Beat the Parents on the back of the board. And then the kids wager, parents wager. It's obviously not supposed to be for money. It's like household chores, or, you know, the parents will buy you pizza and you're saying you're going to vacuum the floor or something. Then we've got our cardboard stand, which is incredibly lazy. It's just a folded piece of cardboard that simulates like a photo frame holder. We've got a little nub here for our dry erase marker. That's high quality. That's the eraser. And it's just a cheap little dry erase marker. I mean, really cheap. But I'm sure it writes fine, but man, they could have got something where the eraser didn't pop out after 2 years. I mean, this is still available in stores. We've got our little timer. This is, I don't know, looks like less than 30-second one. Does it say on our sheet how long the timer is? No, it does not. Nope, doesn't tell you how long the timer is. So that's annoying. They don't even tell you how long that timer's for. Wow, that's frustrating. I would be willing to guess it's less than 30 seconds, probably closer to 10 or 15. So we got our pieces here with the little clip that was supposed to hold that thing on. Alright, the movers are unique, so is this little clip piece. That's going to be rather complicated to replace. So it's not the highest quality either. The marker goes on top and this clips on it. Not a huge deal if you lose it, but as a completionist, I'd definitely want it. Then you got your movers, you got your parent in red here. That's actually kind of a nice little mover. Plastic's not too bad. And then you've got your kid mover. These are going to be a pain to replace because these are very specific to the game. Strangely, they didn't imprint the Spin Master logo or copyright or anything on there, so that's weird. But finding these pieces is probably going to be the biggest challenge outside of replacing the cards. So let's take a look at our cards. There's quite a few here, and we'll see what we've got there. Okay, we're going to look at our first pack here. There are 200 cards, so we're going to kind of go through these a little quickly. So pause if you need to read one. We'll see if they're numbered. Hopefully they are. This thing does not want to open. Okay. So these are not numbered. So this is the back of the cards. Pretty exciting, intense stuff here. And it's got questions for kids on one side and parents on the other. We'll leave the kids side up and then maybe rotate them if we can as we go. Can't guarantee I'm going to do that for all of them because it's going to take a while. They really should have numbered these cards. The questions look pretty simplistic. How many points are scored in a touchdown in American football? Obviously, it's going to be a little American-centric. Parents' questions like natural pearls are found in what sea creature? And then the answer is oysters, of course. So they're definitely much harder for the parents. If you have really smart kids, you might want to give them some of the hard questions too. The questions do seem to get more difficult as it goes. Does seem to be a very random assortment of questions for the kids and adults. And some of these ones for the kids are pretty hard. And that actually kind of surprises me that they're as challenging as they are. Because the first few I saw didn't look that difficult, but there are some history ones that are probably fairly tough for kids, or adults for that matter. And our last card for this stack is this one. And then we get, oh, no, sorry, there's one more. Then we get into our second stack, and we'll see how they look. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's get into this second deck here. Maybe, eventually. So I'm able to open it. Oh, we got some blue cards in here. These are the challenge cards. So we're almost through the questions, then we'll get into the challenges. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes if you only have one card or not. That's a trick question. If you cut a quarter into thirds, how many pieces would you have? That's sneaky. And our last card of the questions is this one here. And then we move on to the challenge cards. These are also not numbered. There we had Scrub-a-Dub, Dub, and then Finger Hockey. Then we have Da Vinci's Code, Belly Laughs, 52 card pickup, Precious Metals, One More Rep, Straight Jacket, I See You, Serial Killer, Stuffed Hands, Bocce Bowl, Free Recall, Hydration Station, It's the Lunch Special, Tickle-tastic, Rosetta Stone, Dodge, Duck, Dip, Dive, and Dodge, Timer Tent, Workout Race, Needle in a Haystack, Magic Tablecloth, Finger Flips, Twisted Tongue, Apples and Oranges, How Low Can You Go, Sizing Up, Card Golf, Missing Lyrics, The Ocean Blue, Fright Fest, Sock Swap, gross, It's a Standoff, Hippity Hop, Trick Pass, Boxed In, Treasure Hunt, Farm Animals, Zoomies, Acts of Kindness, Sound On, Look Ma No Hands, Coin Battlers, and the award goes to Teams on Your Backs, Spin to Win. Some of these you do need props, like this one involves a coin, so be aware of that. You might need to, this is not a travel game for sure. You might need to have some other stuff around. Ballerinas, Soundboard, Quarter Trick, Creative Destruction, First in Flight, Finger Painting, Sneaky Hobbitses, Here's the Kicker, Easy as 1, 2, 3. Sock it to me. Paper peppering. Smooth moves. Focused foreheads. Listening to some whistling. Shoe sprint. Spoon slide. I need a spoon and ketchup for that one. Gross. Protect your neck. Hoop dreams. And lastly, keep rolling, rolling, rolling. These appear to be all move 2 spaces. So there's that too. But these are all unique challenge cards. So if you're missing one, well, that's going to drive the completionists and OCD people completely crazy. But they are nice quality cards. They're a little thin at times, I thought, but really they are pretty standard cards, regular size, decent thickness, shockingly good quality for Spin Master. So that is what is inside Beat the Parents from 2021, produced by Spin Master. The game board, average. The little holder for the dry erase board, average. The dry erase board, good thickness like the board, but still kind of average. The cards, excellent. The movers, fine. The marker, and the timer was fine. So overall, I would say this is actually a pretty big win for Spin Master because it was better quality than I expected, but the cheap gloss on the main boards, pretty disappointing, especially the thing holding it up. They show this red thing here. It looks like there's something like a plastic piece, but that's just the edges of really bad cardboard. So it is good thickness at least, so it should hold up okay, and this is dry erase, so should be okay for reasonable usage. But overall, it's better than I expected, but not really a game that I would want to play with kids, but I've seen a lot worse. And this at least is going to challenge their knowledge of history and math and abstract a little bit. The challenge cards, I don't think I'd use those at all. I'd just stick with the question cards and maybe the kids will learn something. So this could be educational because even if they get something wrong, you could still give them the answer and they might know it for later down the line. So it has a slightly educational bent. Some of the questions, though, are probably going to be a little outdated later on. So there's that to be aware of because some things are just going to be not relevant culturally anymore. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken might go out of business or something, and in 5 years, kids aren't going to know what that is. But not a bad game, and for a Spin Master game, I was actually really impressed with the quality overall, especially of the cards. That's the one thing that really surprised me, is those were pretty decent quality. And the questions were pretty good. At first I thought they were kind of garbage, but they seemed a little too easy. And then as I went through them, they got a lot harder. So I was really impressed with that. So the cards do, I think, save the game from a few minor quibbles about the quality of the board, that sort of thing. At least the gloss on it. But that's going to do it for this one. You've heard what I have to say. You've seen what's inside. And we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future unboxings and reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.